These are two titans clashing. Matter of fact, you can call it a clash of continents between our Asia Cup champ and the Europe Cup champ. 17-game win streak again for the Australians, who have not been able to be beaten since the World Cup qualifier back in Puerto Rico. That was the first week of May. So they've been on an absolute tear for the past month and a half, better than a month and a half. And we got our two biggest stars in women's 3x3 going toe-to-toe, Beck Cole and Minya Toure. The ladies in gold and green trim take the court first. There's OG, Alice Kunik, joined by Maddie Garrick, the masked murderer. Basketball murderer, that is. Keely Froling and Beck Cole. All WNBL stars back in Australia, but maybe not utilized to the best of their capabilities. Now they've taken on 3x3, and they've got new life. The leash is off, and they are showing their skills. They come in 3-0. So how about France? This is our first look at France today, but I can tell you what they did in their first set of pool play games. Oh, only come in undefeated. It's kind of what they do. 2-0, a couple of dominant victories for them in group play, as France took care of business to set themselves up in good position here to potentially head into the medal rounds. So yeah, the people have filled the venue here for this last session. They know what's at stake. And we're talking about how this Australian team likes to have fun. Can you tell? They are as loose as a goose. Keep an eye on the matchup down low with Alice Kunik and Anna Maria Philippe. Philippe standing 195. She has been one of the most dominant bigs in the women's tournament. But let's look at a guard right now. Beck Cole leading the way with 22 big ones for Australia, coming off an 8-point game in their earlier contest, an 18-16 win over Japan that moved them to 3-0. And there's the #1 women's player in the world, Maminya Toure. She just goes by Minya. Devastating crossover, nice jumper, and a bright future in 3x3. Toure, although as dangerous as she is, her team's lowest score through 2 pool play games. Only 6 points for her, so maybe she's just been kind of filling the competition out and taking her time and waiting for an outburst. She could be due for one in this one as we get it underway. The final session, y'all, here in Amsterdam. It's nothing to nothing, obviously. But when 10 minutes is up, we're going to see who's on top. Beck Cole, stolen. Marie-Ève Paget to Minya Toure. Take a trip with me all the way to the cup bucket. Garrick. She misses on the 2 from the corner. And again, they've gotten a chance to get familiar with each other thanks to the women's series. No less than 8 stops on the women's series this year. They both won 1-1. Chengdu belonged to Australia, as I mentioned, and Turin belonged to France. There's Marie-Ève Paget. Wet. She gets one to go down. 3-zip. Cole trying to answer. Bump in the bucket. She says, I'll take 2 the hard way. She picks up her 23rd point of the tournament. Alice Kunik right behind her on the scoring charts with 18 for Australia. Cole says her game is perfectly suited for 3x3 because she doesn't mind getting a little physical. She gets the steal, and she gets to the crib, but she missed it. Philippe saves it, gets it back, trying to work against Froling, and she misses the first. Look, that's just sound defense. Keely staying sound, but Philippe staying with it. She gets the score out of the deal. Beck Cole going to the right. That's good D. Guapo sticking with her. But Cole sticking it to her. Bucket. 4-3 game. Clash of the Titans as Guapo gets a bucket. Ironically, Guapo, the new addition to this national team, she leads the team in scoring with 13 points after 2 pool play games. Playing big for her team. Looking for some more. Couldn't get another drop in the bucket, so it's Cole. Keeley trying to set up position on Paget. Paget reaching in. She's whistled for the foul. Talked about France's 2-0 record. They did have a couple of, well, at least one close game, not a couple. The close game they had was against Japan. They won that 16-14. The other game that they had that was not so close was against Andorra, 22-6. So this one will not be a 22-6 game. I guarantee you that. Toure misses. Kunik does not. Cash me outside. How about that? 5-5 as Kunik contests the shot. Guapo cannot find the mark. Keeley, she loses that one out of bounds. It's tipped as Les Bleus get a hand on it. Cole working top of the key. She's working on Toure. We highlighted this matchup between these two. Toure wins that one. Two athletic players. Cole prides herself on defense. Toure, she likes getting buckets. She does not get one right then and there. Instead misses it, goes out of bounds. I want to thank you for watching 3x3 action this week in Amsterdam. 6-day competition. This is day 4. Last day of pool play as Keeley is denied on the inside. Guapo with Garrick. Garrick's gotten rid of the mask. She's playing with a broken nose, y'all, believe it or not. Broken nose. He says, I don't want no protection. I'm feeling dangerous. Approaching 7 minutes to play. Garrick. Oh, lost the rock. Toure keeping up with her, but Garrick says, here, if you're going to stick with me, take that with you. Bucket. Paget. Oh, drops it off. Phillip. Easy, breezy, 6 apeasy. OG. Oh, she missed that. She won't get many looks that easy. Toure with the braids flying in the air. She flies by Beck Cole and gets the score. Cole to Kunik. Kunik. Oh, wet business. She drains one from distance. Eight-7 lead for Australia. They've done it before recently in Chengdu, beating France, although this France team did not have Leticia Guapo on that team. They did have Philippe, Paget, and Toure. See if Guapo is the difference this time for France, or if it don't matter. Australia's been on DJ Khaled mode. All they do is win, 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 no matter what. 17 in a row. This would definitely be one of the most signature wins of that streak if they can continue it against France. France, a perennial power in 3x3. They took gold at the Europe Cup in 2018, bronze at the World Cup in 2018, and silver in 2012. Australia, the new kids on the block, they took gold at the Asia Cup this year. Also gold at the Asia Cup 2017, but that was a completely different team. This 4-lady roster of Australia's gotten the attention of the 3x3 universe. Kunik is down. Kunik is up, and we get back to business. Paget swings it left. Guapo Trying to get it to Page. Page, quick move, past Keeley. Keep up if you can. She lays it in. Now Keeley to OG. Oh, good D. Good help D. Page to Guapo. Got caught under the rim. Garrick getting tied up there with Toure. Toure whistled for the foul. So Guapo starts the possession. Toure, rock in hand. She drops it off to Philippe. And Philippe is double team surrounded. Australia steal it. They get it down to Keeley. Keeley able to draw the foul on Guapo. She earns a trip to the free throw line. Keeley Frawling, at Keeley Frawling on IG. This mama is a 4-time WNBL champ. Her dad spent 20 years in the NBL, represented the national team as well, and all 4 siblings play hoops too. It runs in the family. 10-8 after her trip to the stripe. Here's Guapo trying to set something up with Philippe. She decides to put the shot up. But a foul called on Australia. Then they're second. France with 4 and also 8 points. They trail it by 2. Long ball, too long. It's Page. Couldn't connect on a wide open 2-piece. It's as thick as it's been all week here inside our venue at Museumplein with the Rijksmuseum watching over our tournament. Page, oh, delicious. 1-point game, battle of unbeatens. Last game of the day for Australia. France will play again. The final game of the day against Switzerland. (10-9). 4 fouls on France. 3 on Australia. 4:31 on the game clock. Oh, Philippe and Guapo. They mishandled that pick and roll opportunity. Or give and go opportunity, whichever they want to do with it. Won't matter now because the ball belongs to the Australians. Mate Garrick. She said, you ain't no friend of mine. Take this bucket with you. Guapo, have some right back. Here we go. Oh, Koenig doing the dance. Misses the shot, though. Now she got to hustle down and guard Philippe. Gets out, contested, but Philippe, with that length, uses a nice touch and gets the score. Foul number 5 on France. 1 more to give. And again, under 4 minutes to play now. Take a look at Guapo. Difficult finish. She's able to do it anyway. This game has been as tasty as expected. 11-all. .358 exactly. Cold World. Oh, step through. Rattled off the rim. Cole hustles, though. Got a hand on it. The heads up pass to Keeley. She comes up empty. And so does Cole, but Garrick saves the possession for Australia, gives them a new shot clock. But the French equally aggressive on the defensive end. Now what's Toure gonna do? Well, she's gonna give it up. Try to get it back, but Keeley blocked her route to the rim. She's called for the foul. Australia now up to 4. 3:24 on the game clock. So again, our first 2 women's series winners. First year we introduced offensive foul. The women's series gives the ladies an opportunity to play consistent 3x3 basketball at its highest level and continue to gain ranking points as we move towards the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. The next stop will be in Poitiers, France. I hope I said that right. 11 up. Cole, hand up from Philippe, throws the shot off. OG nowhere to go. She's called for the travel rather, and turned over. Staying at 11. Touré gives it to Philippe. She gets it to Guapo. I'd say that too looked good. Beautiful. France out by 2. Keeley trying to do some things to Touré. She misses the scoop. And then she fouls Touré. France with no fouls to give. Australia with only 1, with 2:39 left in this game. Australia is already going to be in to the quarterfinals. Again, 3-0. They start things off. Switzerland 2-1 in the group. And France either going to be 3-0 or drop to 2-1 with Switzerland. Paget on point. What a dime to the cutting Touré on the baseline. Here's Maddie Garrett crossing left to right. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me, boo? 14-12. Touré. Nothing. Kitchen close. The head chef, Keeley Frawling. Garrett misses the pull-up. Rocking Paget's hands. She's waiting for Philippe. Gets the peel down low. And it's tied up, as you know. Jump ball situation always awarded to the defense. It's as good as getting a steal. Cole and Keeley. Cole decides to keep it herself. Stronger than aspirin. Scores through the contact, but then Philippe can do it as well. She answers right back. France maintaining that 2-point advantage. Cole this time. Oh, that was aggressive. Maybe even personal. Guapo with the big block, but couldn't get the 2 to go down. Cole. Difficult attempt right there. Guapo to Philippe. She's fouled by Garrett with $1:08 remaining in a game with 6 fouls apiece. Separated by a couple of points. Another look at Guapo. You tried it. She tried it. Yes, Philippe knocking it down. Keeley has a swipe from behind by Guapo. Been a great addition to this team. Leticia Guapo. Garrett pulling up on Paget and dropped her off like the first day of school. Paget nowhere to go with it, except to Guapo. They're running out of time, though. And a shot clock violation. 40 seconds left. And France leading 16-14. Another look at Garrick. She can get it cooking offensively. Played well in this one for Australia. Kunik tied up. Jump ball situation. Good as a steal. Ball over to Les Bleus. Paul Paget, nice little hezzy. Dropped the shoulder. Finishes strong at the rim over Cole. France's lead at 3. Kunik couldn't trim into it. An Australian 17-game win streak on the line here. Under 10 seconds to go. This is going to be a French win as Touré misses. But France is going to get some revenge in a 1-point win over Australia. So their long win streak of 17 games comes to an end by 1 point. France gets it done, and they are the only unbeaten in the group now, as Australia will finish up 3-1. France moves to 3-0. Setting up a final matchup between France and Switzerland to cap the day. But a great win in a great game. Lived up to the hype, I would say. As France gets the job done. How did they do it? How does it feel? Well, why not ask Minya Touré? She's standing by with our senior communications manager, Julien Debord. Ju, it's on you.
Minya, Australia had won 17 games in a row. The streak is over.
Yes, the string, it's over, and it was really a tough game. The team is really good, and we are too, so I'm really glad for having won this game.
We have a sold-out crowd today, 2,500 people. How does it feel to play in this environment?
It's really good to feel this spirit, this atmosphere is really good. French people is here, I'm really happy, and I want to salute them and everybody who is coming here. It's a good event.
Congratulations again for the big win.
Yeah, there's your world number 1. Minya Touré. As her team just barely advances past Australia. It was a game that was like the Aaliyah song. Back, back, forth and forth. Let me see you go. Oh, I got vocals, y'all. It was a back and forth contest. I didn't know who was going to win it. It didn't get determined until the final minute of play. But some big shots and another big game from Guapo. She was effective for France, offensively and defensively. And a great game by Maddie Garrett, wasted as the Australians' streak comes to an end. But a 17-game run is still pretty dang good. And they still got a pretty dang good chance of getting into the quarterfinals as the #1 team.